So this video is a bit late. The Call of Duty Cold War beta ended about a week ago, and I meant to get this video out a little faster, but some things got in the way. Regardless, I thought as a world-renowned Call of Duty fan, I'd give my thoughts on the beta and also do some quick thoughts on the state of Call of Duty as a franchise. Starting off on the beta, I really didn't feel too excited for it because this game has had a very strange development cycle. Initially being developed by Sledgehammer and Ravensoft, this eventually became a Treyarch-led Call of Duty because of a myriad of issues. Mainly the fact that Sledgehammer and Ravensoft didn't get along at all. After Treyarch's very poor showing with Black Ops 4, I wasn't really sure what to make of this decision. Another thing I wasn't too sure of was the overall theming of the game. When it was revealed, I wasn't really too thrilled with the Cold War setting, and I felt like it was just taking itself too seriously. As of late though, I do find myself liking the setting more and more. Recent trailers and the zombies revealed show that the game isn't really going to take itself too seriously. More so, it's using the Cold War setting to do a neon 80s throwback aesthetic, which is miles ahead of the gritty modern war setting of the previous game. Regardless, I started playing the beta on my PS4 and then got some matches in on my PC. My first impressions are pretty good, but come with a few asterisks. To start with the gunplay, it's about what you'd expect from a Treyarch Call of Duty, with guns feeling a lot less heavy, leading to faster overall gameplay. There's also a few differences that you can notice from Modern Warfare, and that can be attributed to the new engine that they're using. I was a bit surprised to find out that they were using a new engine, especially since it seems like the Modern Warfare engine was supposed to be the gold standard for the franchise, but hey, it seems to be working out. Regardless, while there's a few minor differences here or there, there's not much they can do to change the classic gameplay of a Call of Duty game. Then there's the maps. To be honest, I'm not a fan of the ones shown in the beta. Most of them felt really tight, but also too big somehow. The main one that comes to mind is Miami, with its many buildings you can run in and out of, but with a relatively small open area. Though the tried and true 3-lane method is still in place and helps alleviate some of these problems a little. Before I talk about the bigger maps and the game modes that come with them, I have a quick note about the UI. The UI is more or less the same one from every other Call of Duty, but with one little difference. There's a health bar. It seems really unnecessary, as if you played any Call of Duty in any capacity, you can easily tell your health from the on-screen effects. Very nitpicky, but I thought I'd mention it. Big maps are in the game and are much improved from Modern Warfare. Rather than just trying to do conquest but with some Call of Duty flair, these maps actually have game modes that fit the size and gameplay of the game. First, there's Dirty Bomb, which is like a small-scale Warzone game mode. 10 teams of 4 try to gather uranium to set off bombs all over the map. Once a bomb is set off, the part of the map where the bomb is located become irradiated and basically is a no-go zone. You get points from arming and setting off the bombs, with the team with the most points in the end winning. This game mode is pretty fun and makes great use of the size of a large map. While there's obviously a lot of room to move around, the mode still encourages a lot of fighting around and outside of the bomb sites while teams gather supplies. There's also stuff like radiation poisoning, which means while you won't immediately die in a radiated area, you'll definitely feel the effects. Overall, a really fun mode that's even more fun if you squad up with some people you know. The other game mode that makes good use of a big map is VIP Escort. It's about what you'd expect from a VIP mode, with a player on one team being chosen for extraction, and the other team trying to prevent that player from escaping. It's pretty fun and hectic, but I feel it's a bit hampered by having 6 players on each team. I would have personally preferred 8 on each. Still though, with permanent deaths each round, you'll have to strategize on what you want your team to do, regardless of which side you're on. There's a few other modes and maps we could talk about, but really, it's just the usual stuff that you'd expect in any Call of Duty game. So nothing really interesting I could say there. All in all, this beta was a pretty good first impression. For any grievances I have, the game seems like a really good Treyarch Call of Duty with some nice innovations. It finally feels like the big step forward that Black Ops 4 was meant to be. I would have really liked to try zombies, as that's my favorite part of any Treyarch game, but alas, it wasn't available as usual. As we reach the end of this video, I can't help but think of the overall state of Call of Duty as it stands currently. Modern Warfare with the addition of Warzone was a major success, and has propelled the franchise to heights we haven't seen since the early 2000s. It seems like Cold War will keep up that momentum, as I can't see any reason it would fall short, especially with the new consoles coming out. That being said, that doesn't mean that there isn't any problems with the franchise right now. Much was made of Infinity Ward's terrible handling of weapon balancing and poor communication with Modern Warfare. Treyarch has usually been a step above Infinity Ward on these matters, but it's something to keep in mind, especially as Call of Duty League tries to get its feet off the ground. Another major problem in the community is skill-based matchmaking. You'll see many pro players and hardcore fans complain about this, as it means because of their higher skill level, they'll be consistently matched with players matching them. which in turn means less casual games for them, and more often than not, them having to sweat to win. My thoughts on the matter are that I really can't care. I'm not good enough or dedicated enough to be really affected by this. So I honestly can't complain, as the system probably benefits me and many other players like me. I can understand some of the complaints, but if you really want the game to be casual, then just play casually. Just because you're a pro doesn't mean you have to be constantly winning or stomping on worse players to have a good time. So I think that's about all I can say in this video. Sorry if it came off as a bit rambly. Honestly, I just need to get better at producing these videos at a faster pace. Regardless, I'm Hypesheep, and I hope you enjoyed this video.